Hi. Yesterday we discovered a surprising thing that an infinite decimal like 0.999 ... could equal something exact. Today, let's take another kind of infinite process. This time, not with decimals, but with addition. Consider the sum: 1/2 plus 1/4 plus 1/8 plus 1/16 plus ... The pattern continues forever. Each term is half of the previous term. Now, at first, you may wonder, how could we possibly add an infinite number of terms? And even if we could, would the total continue growing forever? Or would it approach a number? Well, this becomes easier to see if we imagine something familiar, like another pizza. So first, cut the pizza in half and eat 1/2. Then take the remaining half, cut it in half again, and eat one of those pieces. And then repeat, and keep going forever. Each time you are adding another piece, but each new piece becomes smaller and smaller. Notice this is the same math problem: 1/2 plus 1/4 plus 1/8 plus ... So here's our question. If this process never ends, what does the total equal? Since there is always another piece left for the next step, it feels like we should never completely arrive at a whole pizza. And yet, as we continue adding those smaller and smaller pieces, the total gets closer and closer to 1. After one step, 1/2, after 2, 3/4, then 7/8, then 15/16. Each step moves closer to 1. This connects to the idea that we introduced yesterday: a limit. A limit describes the value a process approaches as it continues forever. And in this case, the process approaches 1 perfectly. So mathematicians say 1/2 plus 1/4 plus 1/8 plus 1/16 plus ... equals 1 exactly. Not because the process eventually stops, but because the infinite pattern points precisely toward 1. And this is where infinity begins to feel different from ordinary experience. In everyday life, we often think if something never finishes, then it never truly arrives. But infinity challenges that intuition. In mathematics, an endless process can still describe something complete. That idea became one of the foundations of calculus and physics, engineering, and much of modern science. And once again, infinity reveals hidden structure beneath something simple. Not chaos or randomness, but direction or precision, maybe meaning. Infinity is no longer just more and more. Now it becomes something we can approach, describe, and understand. And that became one of the great turning points in human understanding. So here's a thought that extends beyond math that I want to leave with you today. The theme that we've discovered this week is that infinity is not simply a lot more. It often becomes something fundamentally different. And that makes me wonder, if we imagine a life that does not end, should we think of it as merely more time? Or could it be something different in quality altogether? Give this idea some thought, and we will return to it at the end of the week.